Today our topic is how to handle failure like a Stoic. Life is full of ups and downs, and failure is something everyone faces at some point. It can feel heavy, like a weight on your shoulders, but the way we handle failure can change everything. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us how to face challenges with calm and strength. Stoics believe that failure is not the end, but a chance to learn and grow. The key is to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. This mindset can help us handle failure with grace and wisdom. First, let's talk about what Stoicism is. Stoicism is a philosophy that started in ancient Greece and was later practiced by Romans like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. These thinkers believe that life is unpredictable and many things are outside our control. But they also believe that we have the power to control our thoughts, actions, and reactions. This idea is at the heart of handling failure like a Stoic. When something goes wrong, instead of blaming others or feeling sorry for ourselves, we can choose how we respond. We can see failure as a teacher, not an enemy. One important Stoic idea is the difference between what we can control and what we cannot. Imagine you're preparing for a big presentation at work. You can control how much you practice, how well you prepare, and how much effort you put in. But you cannot control whether your boss will like it, whether your computer will work perfectly, or whether your colleagues will support you. Stoics teach us to focus only on what we can control and let go of the rest. When we do this, failure becomes less scary. We know we did our best, and that is enough. The outcome is not entirely in our hands, and that's okay. Another Stoic lesson is to accept failure as a natural part of life. No one is perfect, and everyone makes mistakes. Even the most successful people have failed many times. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, failed thousands of times before he succeeded. But he didn't see those failures as defeats. He said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This is the Stoic way of thinking. Failure is not something to fear or avoid. It is a stepping stone on the path to success. When we accept this, we can face failure with courage and keep moving forward. Stoics also teach us to practice gratitude, even in tough times. When we fail, it's easy to focus on what went wrong and feel sorry for ourselves. But Stoics remind us to look for the good in every situation. Maybe your failure taught you an important lesson. Maybe it made you stronger or more resilient. Maybe it showed you who your true friends are. By focusing on what we can be grateful for, we shift our perspective. Instead of feeling defeated, we feel hopeful. Gratitude helps us see that failure is not the end of the world. It's just one chapter in our story. Another powerful Stoic tool is to prepare for failure in advance. This might sound strange, but Stoics believe in thinking about the worst-case scenario. They call this Premeditatio Malorum, which means the premeditation of evils. By imagining what could go wrong, we prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally. If failure happens, we are not caught off guard. We are ready to face it with calm and clarity. For example, if you are starting a new business, you might think, what if no one buys my product? What if I lose money? By thinking about these possibilities, you can plan how to handle them. This doesn't mean you expect to fail. It just means you are prepared for any outcome. Stoics also remind us to stay humble. Failure has a way of humbling us, and that can be a good thing. When we succeed, it's easy to become prideful or overconfident. But failure reminds us that we are human. It keeps us grounded and teaches us to appreciate our successes even more. Humility also helps us learn from our mistakes. When we are humble, we are open to feedback and willing to change. This is how we grow and improve. One of the most important Stoic practices is to focus on the present moment. When we fail, our minds often race with thoughts about the past or the future. We might think, why did I mess up? Oh, What if I fail again? But Stoics teach us to stay in the present. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. All we have is the here and now. By focusing on the present, we can take small, positive steps forward. We can learn from our mistakes and make better choices today. This mindset helps us stay calm and focused, even in the face of failure. Stoicism also teaches us to detach from outcomes. This doesn't mean we don't care about success. It means we don't let our happiness depend on it. Stoics believe that true happiness comes from within, not from external things like money, fame, or success. When we detach from outcomes, we are free to enjoy the journey, no matter what happens. If we fail, we can still feel proud of our efforts. If we succeed, we can celebrate without becoming too attached. This balance helps us handle failure with peace and resilience. Another Stoic practice is to reflect on our failures. Instead of ignoring or avoiding them, we can take time to think about what went wrong and why. This reflection helps us learn and grow. We might ask ourselves, what could I have done differently? Or did this experience teach me? By reflecting on our failures, we turn them into valuable lessons. This is how we become wiser and stronger over time. Finally, Stoics remind us to keep a long-term perspective. Failure can feel overwhelming in the moment, but it is just one small part of our lives. When we look back years from now, we might see that our failures led to something even better. Maybe they pushed us to try something new or take a different path. Stoics believe that everything happens for a reason, even if we don't understand it right away. By keeping a long-term perspective, we can handle failure with patience and trust. In conclusion, handling failure like a Stoic is about mindset and practice. It's about focusing on what we can control, accepting failure as natural, and finding gratitude in every situation. It's about preparing for challenges, staying humble, and living in the present moment. It's about detaching from outcomes, reflecting on our experiences, and keeping a long-term perspective. These Stoic principles can help us face failure with calm, courage, and wisdom. Remember, failure is not the end. It's just a step on the journey of life. With the right mindset, we can turn failure into a powerful teacher and use it to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. So the next time you face failure, take a deep breath, remember these Stoic lessons, and keep moving forward. You've got this.